Have you ever felt that subtle, almost imperceptible pull within you, the one that suggests there's something more, something deeper than what we've been told about spirituality, history, or even the nature of our own bodies? Perhaps, just maybe, the stories we've inherited, those handed down through generations, are only a glimpse of a much grander, more profound truth. If this thought has crossed your mind, rest assured, you're not alone. For millennia, powerful truths about the universe and our place within it have been purposefully hidden, manipulated, or even buried. Knowledge that could radically transform the way we understand our own existence has been suppressed, twisted, or diluted. Ancient wisdom, once easily accessible, now lies buried beneath layers of religious dogma, political agendas, and the passage of time. Many of the sacred texts we've relied on have been altered, their true meanings lost in translation. But imagine, just for a moment, that the key to unlocking these forgotten truths still exists, waiting for someone to rediscover it. What if I told you that the answers to questions you've long wondered about spirituality, the cosmos, and your own body, are contained within the pages of a 104-year-old book? This ancient text could serve as a roadmap to understanding the deeper mysteries of existence, showing us how ancient civilizations viewed spirituality and the human form in ways that have been long since forgotten. This forgotten wisdom speaks to something far greater than just religious dogma. It presents a powerful perspective on the human body as a sacred vessel, one that connects us not only to our own consciousness but to the greater universe itself. This ancient text offers profound insights on how we can align ourselves with the rhythms of the cosmos, tapping into hidden forces that govern life itself. As we explore these revelations together, I want to guide you beyond the limits of conventional thought. This isn't just about learning new facts, it's about awakening a part of yourself that has been dormant for far too long. And if these ideas resonate with you, if you feel drawn to explore even deeper truths, I invite you to delve into the video titled The Ancient Truth Hidden in the 1775 Bible, where we'll uncover how the manipulation of religious doctrines and even the calendar itself has led humanity away from its true spiritual heritage. In the process, you'll begin to understand that your body is not simply a collection of flesh and bones, nor is it a mere vessel for your soul. It is, in fact, a sacred temple, an intricate, divine structure humming with cosmic energy. From the very beginning of your existence, your body has been in constant communication with the stars, the planets, and the forces of the universe. The more you learn to listen, the more you'll realize that you are connected to everything, from the smallest particle to the farthest star. But somewhere along the way, this sacred knowledge was hidden from us, buried beneath the weight of centuries of dogma, rewritten history, and forgotten spiritual practices. Today, we have the opportunity to unearth these ancient secrets, with the help of this 104-year-old text that holds the keys to unlocking the most profound mysteries of existence. It offers an understanding of how our bodies are intrinsically linked to the cosmos, and how, by reconnecting with this ancient wisdom, we can embark on a transformative spiritual journey unlike anything we've ever known before. Now, close your eyes and imagine something greater than just the physical reality of your body. Picture your body as a magnificent cathedral, every muscle, bone, and breath a part of an intricate design meant not only to sustain life but to connect you with the very essence of the universe itself. Ancient cultures understood this truth deeply. They believed that the body was not separate from the cosmos but reflected it, a microcosm of the greater macrocosm. This idea, known as above, so below, is central to Hermetic philosophy, which teaches that the movements of the stars are mirrored within our own bodies. This principle wasn't just an abstract spiritual belief, it was a guiding force for understanding life itself. Imagine the celestial rhythms, the orbits of planets, the birth of stars, the eternal dance of galaxies. Now, envision these same rhythms occurring within you. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, every pulse of energy in your body is in perfect harmony with the universe. You are not isolated, you are part of something far greater. But here's the tragedy, many of us have forgotten this sacred connection. In a world that increasingly sees the body as just a machine, something to be medicated or maintained until it breaks down, we've lost sight of the sacred nature of our physical being. This ancient text, however, paints a different picture. It presents the body not as a mere vessel but as a divine temple, a space for spiritual energy to flow and connect us to the celestial realms. In the Bible, 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19 asks, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit?" This isn't just metaphorical, it is a profound truth that the ancient mystics knew well. They understood that the body was sacred, intricately connected to the cosmos, and deserving of respect and reverence. Just as we honor sacred spaces like cathedrals and temples, we must also learn to honor our own bodies as temples of the divine. But what about the hidden spiritual energy that flows within us? Picture a sacred substance, an oil, flowing through your body, pure and luminous. The ancient Greeks referred to it as Christos, meaning the Anointed One. This sacred oil, believed to be generated in the brain, plays a crucial role in our spiritual ascent. Imagine standing at the top of a grand staircase, representing your spine, and envision this sacred oil beginning its descent, gathering strength as it travels down. The journey of this oil, created by the pineal and pituitary glands, is more than just a physical process, it is a spiritual one. As this sacred oil moves down the spine, it collects energy, growing more potent with each step. When properly nurtured, this oil can ascend back up through the body, awakening the higher centers of consciousness. This process is known as spiritual alchemy, the transformation of base energies into refined spiritual energy. But, just like gold being refined from raw materials, this process requires discipline. If we squander our energy through indulgence or negative thoughts, the oil is wasted, never reaching its full potential. This concept is beautifully illustrated in the biblical story of Jacob's ladder. In this vision, a ladder stretches from earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending, symbolizing the flow of spiritual energy between realms. In this ancient text, Jacob's ladder is not just a metaphorical vision, it is a representation of the spine itself, with each vertebra corresponding to a step toward enlightenment. As you climb the ladder, spiritual energies rise within you, just as the angels ascend and descend the ladder, guiding your spiritual ascent. In many spiritual traditions, the spine is central to the flow of energy. The practice of Kundalini Yoga, for example, is focused on awakening the dormant energy at the base of the spine and allowing it to rise, just as the sacred oil rises within the body. This process is mirrored in the ancient teachings of astrology, where the movements of the stars and planets influence the energy within us. The moon, for example, completes a cycle every 28 days, its movements affecting the rhythms of nature, and the energies within our bodies are no exception. Imagine, for a moment, that every star, every planet, every celestial body sends out ripples of energy that influence us all. These cosmic rhythms affect not only the natural world but our very bodies as well. When we align ourselves with these rhythms, when we learn to live in harmony with the cosmos, we begin to unlock the hidden powers within us. This ancient text teaches that we are not separate from the universe, we are a part of it, intricately connected to its divine flow. As we close, I encourage you to look up at the night sky, feel the pull of the stars, and realize that you are a part of this vast, cosmic dance. Your body, your mind, and your soul are all connected to something far greater than yourself. It's time to rediscover this ancient knowledge and begin your journey of spiritual transformation. Reclaim your place in the universe, and awaken to the power within you. Your spiritual birthright is waiting, are you ready to claim it? Have you ever felt like there's more to the universe than what meets the eye? Something deeper, more profound, just beneath the surface of what we've been taught? Perhaps it's the subtle understanding that the ancient wisdom of the cosmos, the stars, and our bodies hold secrets we've long forgotten. Imagine a reality where the universe and your body are intricately connected, where the stars above influence the very energy flowing through you, guiding your every step. What if this wisdom was hidden from us, obscured by time, dogma, and history? Well, it's not lost, it's still there, waiting for you to rediscover it. Throughout history, the alignment of the moon and planets has been more than just a passing interest, it has been a guide for personal transformation. There are sacred moments, specific days when the stars align in ways that activate energy within us. For example, when the moon aligns with the zodiac sign you were born under, your body becomes attuned to cosmic forces. During these times, the sacred oil within your body, an ancient, mystical force, can rise more easily, bringing you closer to spiritual awakening. This is not mere metaphor. Ancient rituals were performed with the knowledge that celestial cycles influenced both the body and soul. Fasting during a full moon, meditating during a new moon, and praying as the planets shift were all practices timed to work in harmony with the natural flow of energy in the body. These practices weren't just random. They were deeply embedded in cultures around the world: Vedic astrology in India, Taoist practices in China, and even ancient Egyptian rituals recognized the power of aligning with celestial movements for personal and spiritual transformation. These traditions knew that the movements of the cosmos had an undeniable influence on the body's rhythms and energy flow. By tapping into this alignment, one could transcend ordinary existence and awaken deeper spiritual powers. However, this wisdom, once common knowledge, was gradually hidden, altered, and even destroyed over time. A pivotal moment in this transformation occurred at the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. This was not just a meeting about theological differences, it was a moment that fundamentally reshaped the spiritual knowledge of humanity. Before the council, the year began in March, aligned with the spring equinox and the zodiac sign Aries, a sign of leadership, new beginnings, and spiritual awakening. Aries governs the head, symbolizing fresh starts and spiritual clarity. But the Council of Nicaea decided to shift the start of the year to January, severing the natural connection between the calendar and the celestial rhythms. This seemingly small change had profound consequences. It marked the beginning of a break between humanity and the natural world. It was a subtle way to disconnect people from the rhythms that once guided their spiritual growth. The decision to alter the year's start, along with many other changes, led to the suppression of ancient wisdom, a deliberate effort to control spiritual knowledge and keep humanity disconnected from its true potential. This wasn't an accident, it was a calculated effort to sever the deep, personal connection between individuals and the cosmos. Spiritual texts were edited, doctrines were enforced, and anything that didn't fit the new narrative was discarded. What was once a dynamic and intimate relationship with the universe became rigid and externalized. The ancient knowledge of the cosmos and the human body, which had empowered individuals to awaken to their true spiritual potential, was suppressed. One of the most insightful groups to understand this connection was the Essenes, a mystical community who believed that the stories in the Bible were not meant to be taken literally but were allegories of spiritual processes happening within the human body. These ancient teachings describe what we now call the alchemical process, a transformation that goes far beyond turning base metals into gold. This ancient alchemy wasn't just about external change, it was about inner transformation. Your body, they believed, was a laboratory where the sacred oil within you could be refined into spiritual enlightenment. Imagine your body as this laboratory, where the sacred oil represents the raw material that can be transformed. Just as alchemists sought to turn base metals into gold, we too can refine our inner energy. This process isn't immediate, it's a journey. It requires patience and discipline. The first stage of this journey is calcination, a fire that burns away the ego and attachments to material things, allowing us to begin seeing the truth. The next stage is dissolution, where old beliefs and rigid structures melt away like salt in water. As we dissolve these old patterns, we begin to question everything, challenging the illusions that once held us captive. The stage of separation follows, where we begin to clearly distinguish between what is real and what is illusion, what is physical and what is spiritual. This clarity allows us to begin the process of conjunction, where we unite the physical and spiritual within ourselves, creating harmony between the two.
From this union comes fermentation, the birth of spiritual insights and wisdom. This is the moment when deeper understanding emerges, allowing us to see the world with new eyes. But this wisdom must be refined further in the stage of distillation. Like precious metal being purified, only the highest, most profound truths remain. Finally, coagulation occurs, when the transformation is complete, and the sacred energy within us solidifies into every aspect of our lives. We no longer just live, we embody spiritual wisdom, allowing it to guide every thought, every action, every part of our being. This process parallels the awakening of the chakras, energy centers aligned along the spine. As the sacred oil rises through the spine, it activates each chakra, leading to higher levels of consciousness. The Taoist tradition speaks of a similar process known as Nidin, or internal alchemy, where sexual energy is transmuted into spiritual energy. Through this cultivation of internal energy, Taoists believed they could achieve spiritual immortality. One of the most powerful points of this spiritual ascent is the pineal gland, often referred to as the third eye. Imagine this small gland at the center of your brain glowing with divine light. As the sacred oil rises through your spine, it reaches the pineal gland, opening your third eye. This is the moment of spiritual awakening. The third eye allows you to see beyond the material world, perceiving the spiritual realms that lie just beyond the physical. The boundaries between the material and spiritual worlds dissolve, and you experience a profound sense of unity with the universe. Throughout history, the pineal gland has been regarded as the key to enlightenment. In Hinduism, it is symbolized by the Ajna chakra, the center of intuition and spiritual insight. Activating the pineal gland is said to awaken a deeper understanding of reality, offering a direct connection to divine wisdom. So, how do we align ourselves with this sacred oil and awaken the third eye? The ancient text offers practical steps for nurturing this energy within us. One of the most important steps is mindful living, being aware of how our thoughts, actions, and even what we consume affects the flow of this sacred energy. Overindulgence, negative emotions, and unhealthy habits drain the sacred oil, leaving us depleted. Instead, we must focus on nourishing our body and mind, fostering balance and positivity. Meditation and breathwork are also vital. Picture yourself sitting in stillness, your breath steady and deep. Each breath fills you with life force, and each exhale releases tension. Through focused meditation and mindful breathing, you can direct the flow of energy within your body, helping the sacred oil rise, activating your spiritual potential. This journey of awakening is not an easy one, but it is a journey worth taking. The wisdom of the ancients is still within you, waiting to be rediscovered. Align with the cosmic rhythms, refine your energy, and unlock the spiritual power that lies dormant within your body. Your path to enlightenment is waiting. Are you ready to take the first step?